This is an upcoming new game. It's kind of similar to Hunt Showdown. I actually don't really know too much about the game. And without further ado, let's just play through the trailer, and then we'll go through it after and see what there is to discuss. So let's go.
Death hath cast its shadow o'er this land. All hope seemeth lost. Yet still thou dost fight. Why? What seekest thou in the dark? A touch of warmth? A gold coin? Or two? No. Deep within these folds of flesh, you and I both know. Death has judged us rightly. For we are but beasts, unworthy of salvation.
Wow. That looks pretty damn cool. That looks great. Holy shit. Wait, we're not done yet. Okay, this is like some Mordhau Chivalry type of medieval combat as well, which I absolutely love. I was hoping it was going to be something like that.
Not a game, Mom! It's my life!
Damn, dude, man, that's cool. That's actually awesome. From the creators of Hell Let Loose, and that's I actually never played Hell Let Loose, but it's apparently a really great game. World War II type of game, I believe. Heard really good things about it. Look at the atmosphere. It's so cool. It's dark. It's kind of like a realistic, dark looking game, but with all these different elements, it kind of combines. I almost want to say it's like a combination of like Chivalry or Mordhau and Hunt Showdown. Like it kind of like, you know, Mordhau meets Hunt Showdown. You got this, what looks to be this complex melee combat system combined with these old school guns that aren't necessarily super accurate or powerful. Plus you got this, you know, armor looting system and everything else. So yeah, it's pretty badass.
Death has judged us rightly.
Monsters, these appear to be more of a type of boss kind of monsters. These are the same ones we saw in the official, like, initial trailer as well, or teaser. I'm assuming these are more powerful monsters than the usual ones. Potentially bosses granting you better loot or rewards than the other ones. Potentially just the typical monsters. I honestly don't know. There was another one here as well, which we also... This seems to be more of like a fortified area, maybe a town or something. Where's the other one here? This one here, right? So this is like, yeah, the stuff of nightmares. Really dark, really grim atmosphere. We got mountains, snow. We got the lighting is really, really awesome, I think.
Us rightly. For we are but
It really gives me strong medieval vibes, which I guess is what it is. This is kind of a medieval type of game, so I mean, I think we saw like a castle or something on the official thumbnail or whatever as well, so it's definitely like a medieval time kind of game.
but beasts.
Yeah, castles and fortified areas, forts. Look at this. Look at this atmosphere. This is really, really awesome, I think. This looks so cool. It looks really immersive. It gives you a really, like I said, like realistic vibe, but it also it feels like you're almost in the trenches sometimes based on what you're seeing. It feels like a good mix of just a lot of things. Like the RPG, like looting, crafting, you know, gearing up type of thing. With medieval combats, with Hunt Showdown style guns and weaponry. And also, as we'll see here a little bit later in the trailer, we're seeing some really cool medieval combat that seems to be something along the lines of the Mordhau and Chivalry style, where you can kind of like choose your different weapon attacks, you know, like left swing, right swing, block, parry, all that kind of stuff. We'll see how intricate that turns out to be, but this one looks a lot like the Sparks in Hunt Showdown. It's got a very similar feel, although some sort of side-mounted magazine on this thing. And there we had this classic, I don't know what this kind of weapon is called, but there's like this World War II rifle that has this rotating like disc type of magazine. This is essentially like a, what looks like a makeshift version of that. More modified, I don't know. Definitely like a World War II inspired weapon. Lewis rifle might be the right one. This definitely reminds me a lot of the Sparks pistol. We got all these kinds of long rifles as well that are, I mean, this kind of almost reminds me of a Vetterli or something in Hunt. No crosshair, by the way, as far as I can tell. So it looks like you're gonna be either ADSing or hip firing, and the hip fire accuracy seems to be pretty bad. A lot of heavy movements, yeah. Another... Oh, this is that Sparks looking rifle. Look at this. The magazine actually moves side to side. Look at this. That's cool. And this one looks like a more powerful weapon. It's got these... Again, the weapons don't seem like they're super powerful. Like the rifles and guns don't seem like they're extremely OP. Like in Hunt, you can just tap every monster with a headshot, almost like it's a quick process, but it seems like it takes a couple of shots here. So suggesting all the different opponents are going to be a little bit more powerful in comparison. Yeah, this is some pretty powerful stuff. You can also see that the enemies are actually kind of tanky. It's not quite like in Hunt, where a single shot will often kill AI. Like these monsters are seemingly quite tanky. This is what I meant by the melee system. Like, look at how he's doing different attacks. Left swing, right swing, parry. Suggesting that this will be a more intricate PvP system for melee, which I love. I'm a big fan of that. Melee weapons of different kinds. We have maces, axes. You see how he's holding the sword? Like, that's another type of attack animation. We already saw the left swing and the right swing, plus the parry on the axe. This is a more, like, thrust type of attack with a longsword. So maybe we're going to get different attack animations depending on the different weapons. Like, you know, swords will have stabs or different slashes. Axes might have a completely different type of attack animation pattern or options. What I would love to see in this game is if they have a more intricate melee system where you can kind of like parry each other's attacks, maybe into special attacks and stuff like that. Like if you ever played Mordhau, that kind of complex PvP melee mechanics would be insanely cool. I don't know if it's realistic to hope for it, but that would be extremely cool. I don't really think that we will get that, but I would be very happy if we did. Again, another type of swing on this here. Here we see a more of a like an overhead side swing, whereas the other one was a thrust, and this is also a parry from the first perspective here. And then overhead slash with the two-handed axe. So again, we have a different type of attack animation for a two-handed axe. I think that was a different attack with a halberd as well. Seems to be the same thing, like an overhead swing, but with a bit of an angle, actually. We're seeing multiple players here on each side. 3 players in front and at least 2 in the back here. So 3v3 maybe? Yeah, pretty tanky monsters in comparison. This guy does seem rather beefy though. See a parry there. Left swing, right swing, parry again. Overhead swing, parry. Yeah, so you definitely have a few options. Very realistic feel to the combat. Like you're getting these almost like inertia or whatever. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like I see this this footage here. I feel like you're in the trenches. Gives you strong like World War II vibes.
Death.
I just love the vibe of this. It feels so cool, and it looks like you're playing in a team here as well with multiple players.
Yet still thou dost fight.
What is this? This is a sort of air balloon kind of thing. I have no idea what it is. Extraction point. It could be an extraction point actually. That's a good point. Maybe that's how you extract. You find one of these air balloons. They have, and it's a balloon to extract. Okay, so they have actually confirmed. So this is in fact the extract point then. That's really cool. Oh, here's another one of those balloons. I didn't see it until now, but you can actually see another extract point here in the background. Maybe the balloons are also what takes you to where you want to go. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised considering this seems to be more of a town area, safe area or whatever. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is like something to take you to where you want to go as well. You can see other players here in the background. Looks like their player levels are displayed on the left there, level 36 and 19. Yeah, and there's a little chest icon there suggesting maybe that's the storage area. Yeah, and once again, we got this little inventory menu here. Reinforced ranged weapon chest. Yeah. Quest proposed, still alive, yes or no? So you can accept quests. I don't know if they actually give you much to give you on in terms of what the quests are gonna look like in this game, but I guess that remains to see. There definitely seems to be a quest system. That's cool. Quests are apparently gathered from quest givers in the game. Fucking Napoleon. Yeah, that's a large hat. This guy looks like he's very decorated. He's got some medals on there too. Lewis Stash Master. General storage. Again, you have a bunch of different stuff here. You have what looks to be like a grenade of some sort down here. It's got a little pin on it. I don't really know what all of this other stuff is, but I'm gonna go ahead and actually assume that this might be like crafting materials and stuff like that. These little powders and whatnot. I would almost be willing to bet that this is gonna be crafting materials, or maybe like for potions or whatnot. You never know. Seems like we got some different potions and things as well in the game. It's crafting materials. There you go. Reputation neutral. So there's also a reputation system apparently. Probably gonna allow you to purchase new items, unlock new things, I assume. Let me see what you have. Haven't yet found a convoy. So this is probably from a quest. He probably gave you a quest to go and find that convoy first. So yeah. And again, reputation friendly with Pyro Merchant. New wares in 16 minutes 23 seconds. So there's actually a timer on refreshing wares and goods in traders, kind of similar to like Tarkov and whatnot. That's interesting too. Good to know. Weapon, Brown Betty takes crude ammunition. So there are going to be different ammo types as well. Staple of the British standing army before the end. The popular rifle can be found across the continent. Inventory, we have a different bunch of icons here. Gold, silver, and copper, or whatever, I assume. You can see what is already equipped. You know, there's a helmet and a chest piece here. You can also see that there is a leg armor piece, a medallion or medal type of piece, a necklace slot, and a key slot, which I have no idea what the key slot is going to be about. Your guess is as good as mine in that regard. That could be a sort of trinket, a sort of, you know, if you compare to like World of Warcraft type of trinket where it gives you some sort of boost, maybe. Maybe it has another effect. Maybe it has to do with unlocking certain things. I have no idea. Keys are for unlocking doors for dungeons. Maybe it's just your key storage space where you can put your keys that you use for unlocking things. So it's just a equip space for it to stack it somewhere. The same way you're putting your potions and whatnot down here. Medallion, I assume, will have some sort of you know, boost effect, and the same for a necklace. Probably just pure stats. That's gonna buff your character. You have a bag item here on the left. I don't know what that is about. It could be your backpack size. Maybe you can get different size backpacks to store and carry more items. We see here that it says 2 out of 15 in terms of storage. So maybe this is the current backpack. Has a storage size of 15. Possibly. 30, wait, 30, 90. So 3 is the number. No, wait, because we have 8 and 7 on this as well. This is an armor piece, so I don't really know what these numbers mean. So this is a healing type of item. This looks to be like a blood bag of some sort. Whatever. So possibly another healing item, not sure. And then you have a slot for what looks to be throwable bombs or whatever. Grenades, bombs. And a knife and fork slot here is probably for food, I assume. That would make the most sense. So I have some sort of food item. And then you have a primary and a secondary weapon. And I don't know what this slot down here is. Actually, no, 15. So let's say 5, 10, 15. So these are all the slots for the items. Yeah, all the way down here. Weapon holster. So weapon holster is actually separate from the tool belt. So it looks like you can have these other melee weapons on top of your tool belt ranged slots as well. We got some loot system here. Reinforced ranged weapon chest. So you're going around and you're looking for loot. I almost want to hover over these things and figure out what they are. But I mean, based on what we're seeing here, it looks like we got different gear slots for various types of armor. So I'm assuming you can upgrade your armor to different things. We have a weapon slot up there with a longsword, what looks like to be a longsword, and also a ranged weapon. So you can run both by the looks of it. A little bit of food and water type of consumables, suggesting you probably need to take care of your health along the games as well, like eating and drinking and all that stuff. The typical I don't want to say like RPG kind of stuff. There's also a key item on the bottom left there. Might need that for like unlocking boxes and whatnot, I guess, for additional loot. Not sure. Quest proposed. Hold on, let's go back to this here. So we have another, what is this? General storage. So you have a storage. You can go and put all your stuff in there. By the looks of it, see a couple of different armor plates there, headpieces, different various items that are, I don't know, potentially used for crafting or whatnot. I'm not sure if there is a crafting system, but based on what we're seeing here, it's seeming likely that you might have a crafting system in this game where you can actually create your own gear or modify it. Let me see what you have. We got a tool belt. We got a main weapon and a sidearm. I don't even know what these other items are. Yeah, we're seeing various different gear pieces here as well. Weapon holster. We have a knife and a club, I think. What in the world is this? I have no idea what this is. It's got a handle on the top here. A picture of a skeleton holding a chalice. Grenade of some sort? Yeah, this might be a grenade of some sort. Or a mine, maybe, like some sort of trap, or... I have no idea. But it doesn't necessarily look like a bomb or anything like that. Hive bomb? Yeah, I don't know. It looks a little bit too large to be a throwable. But, I don't know. Health? Maybe health? Maybe a healing item? Hard to say. You see some of these monsters in the background here.
Deep within.
There you see that big dude coming back there in, as well.
These folds.
Wait, what's this? What's going on? These are healing items, right? What is this?
Fold deep within these folds
Yeah, this is some sort of healing item.
of flesh.
And a syringe,
You and
I think. This is a sort of syringe, right? So he used what seemed to be like a stapling type of healing item, almost. And then this seems to be more of a syringe type of item. You don't really get to see much of it, though.
Flesh, you
I just absolutely, again, I love the atmosphere of this game. It looks so cool and dark and grim and just amazing. Lighting is perfect.
death
Here's that scissor-looking item.
has
We saw that in the inventory, I think.
death
You see this? This is like some sort of scissors. It's like his...
has judged us.
Yeah, definitely some sort of healing item from the looks of it. Like, holy shit, dude. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be such an immersive experience. When you get into this kind of world, it's gonna just completely just suck you in. This looks really awesome. There are lanterns hanging around as well. I wonder if you're going to be able to shoot them and kind of ignite them the way you can in Hunt Showdown. It'd be interesting to see if that has some sort of impact. Again, the lighting. Does this not remind you of like a World War II type of game? It really gives me this in the trenches vibe, you know? And like World War II battlefield type of vibe. That's what I'm getting from this. But with these awesome fictional monsters and medieval combat as well. And it's just beautiful and it's awesome and it's epic and I need it now. This is going to be great. This is going to be amazing. Again, here, huge area. I don't know how much of this you can actually traverse and explore, but it's going to be a crazy, crazy game. Look at how big this area is. I am sold. I think this is going to be great. I am really looking forward to it. It looks super immersive, atmospheric, and it has all the things that I like and that I am excited for in games. It has what seems to be looting and crafting, leveling up, getting quests, completing quests, team play, extractions, melee, intricate melee combat systems, ranged weapon systems, boss fighting by the looks of it, or at least, you know, special monsters. And just a whole bunch of stuff. There looks to be a lot going on in this game. I feel like I got a pretty good idea about what this game is going to be about, and I am extremely excited. I will say I'm way more excited about it now than I was before watching this trailer. And I can't wait to try it. It's going to be super good. I think there's going to be a lot of Hunt players coming over to this game as well to try it out. It has a very similar vibe, even though it seems to be very different at the same time. It definitely has a lot in common with Hunt Showdown. You can see a lot of the weapons are essentially almost the same, but at the same time they have a lot going on that you don't see in Hunt, and it's going to be extremely exciting to try this game out. Can't wait.